This just in. Red Gyarados spotted at Lake Awdi. Breaking news. Sudden storms over Mount Coronet. In an astonishing turn of events, Champion Cynthia defeated. New champion takes the throne. It's always sunny at Sunyshore Station.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Sunyshore Station, your choice for Pokemon podcasting. I'm your host Fus Ro DAB, and I am joined by a special guest today, one of my favorite YouTubers, one of the best shiny hunters I know with 16 shiny hunting happening at once, Mr. ShiningBlue.
No, you're wrong, that was 32 at once.
30? Are you serious?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I was about to say,
Well, at least not on stream.
Oh my god, but yeah, 16 is what you did for Safari Week, right?
Actually, no, we've been going with 8. Like, we have the opportunity to do 16, but I feel like that might be hard for people to watch. Like that's a lot of screens. We'll leave that to the Twitch side.
Guys, we're gonna go tame. We're gonna do 8 different consoles at once for
Exactly. It's beautiful. Like, I cannot go back to single screen hunting. There is no way I can go back to single screen hunting. Like, people that do that, I have to give them props.
That's how I feel for individual hunting versus double hunting, because I use 2 switches for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally get that. I can't go back to just one thing now that I have 2 completely set up for it.
Oh, and just wait. You're gonna go down that rabbit hole. Soon you got 2, you're gonna go down, you're gonna hit 3 or 4, and it's gonna double like almost every time. And then you'll end up like me, and then you're gonna be like, why?
It's like buying Charizard cards. I can stop whenever I want.
Right? Sure.
I can stop whenever I want. By the way, I just bought another Charizard card. Anyway, guys, if you don't know who ShiningBlue is, please go show some love to his channel. Absolutely amazing YouTuber. We'll have a chance for him to plug his socials and stuff at the end, but we have a quick little challenge, as you guys already are aware of. Who's that Pokemon minigame that we have here on Sunyshore Station? For those who don't know, I'll go ahead and tell you the rules, and then we're going to go ahead and play this little game. The rules are, I'm going to generate a Pokemon, and Blue here has to ask yes or no questions. And he has to try to make a guess based off of those yes or no questions only. I'll do my best to answer them as detailed as I can without giving anything away. And his goal is to try to answer who that Pokemon is as few questions as possible. Sound good?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. Are you ready for your Pokemon?
Let's hear it.
Let me generate the Pokemon and... Oh... Oh man, this one's a fun one. Okay. Go ahead and start asking your yes and no questions. Oh my god.
Is it a first route Pokemon?
No.
Is it a Gen 5 Pokemon?
It is not.
Is it green?
No.
Oh boy, this is gonna end in a lot of questions.
It sounds easy on paper, but it's a really, really hard challenge.
Is the Pokemon large?
I would say no.
Okay, so then it's probably on the medium spectrum.
I don't know its exact measurements, but I would not classify this as large by my guesstimations.
Is it blue?
It is not blue.
All right, let me just look at every color of the rainbow here. Is it red?
It is red. It has red aspects. I'll clarify. It's not completely red.
Red accents, and it's probably more on the medium size if you're on the fence about it, and I can't really think of...
Also, I'll go ahead and clarify too with accents. It has red in it, like not like a tiny bit. It's like a even spread, if that makes sense. It's not entirely red. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know if I confused you anymore, but I just want to make sure that like accents wasn't taken like, okay, it's a highlight of red. You know what I mean? It's a decent amount of red in that Pokemon.
Is it Ninetales?
It is not Ninetales.
Is it Gen 1?
It is not Gen 1.
Oh, I think I asked that already, actually.
I don't think you did. You asked if it was Gen 5.
Typhlosion.
Is that a guess?
Yes.
Okay, that's not Typhlosion.
Is it Gen 3?
It is Gen 3.
So the only thing that I could think of that has, like, actual red would be Groudon. But that's not my guess. I'm thinking Blaziken.
It is not Blaziken.
Really? Because it wouldn't be Camerupt. He's orange.
Is that a guess or is that not?
Yeah, I'm going to make that a guess just because Groudon's the only other red Pokemon that I could think of for Gen 3.
It is not Camerupt.
It's Groudon, isn't it?
Is that a guess?
It is now.
It's not.
That's my favorite generation. How do I forget this? Gosh dang it, this is gonna be a long silence.
It's okay, man. This is hard. This challenge is hard. People are like, "Oh my gosh, that's such an easy thing. How are you gonna make a full episode out of it?" But trust me, you can. I won't give you a hint or anything unless you want one. But I will say general advice. Things that people do that have been successful is ask about typing or ask about locations.
We're not talking about every Pokemon in Hoenn, right? So not like Slugma and stuff like that.
We're talking about the Pokemon, it originated. That was the first gen. It was there.
Oh my god. No, that's orange, but it wouldn't be Soul. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be Soul Rock, would it?
Is that a guess?
It is now.
It is not Soul Rock.
Medicham?
Nope.
Can the Pokemon be found in Granite Cave?
No.
Is the Pokemon Wurmple?
It is not.
I'm trying to remember what that route is right outside of Rustboro when you go and save Pico. I don't remember what that route's called. It's like right outside Wismer Cave.
I know what you're talking about. Are you asking if it's there?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. That's not the location I associate with it. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's there. I'm going to go ahead and say no for that location because every time I've played Gen 3, I've never encountered it there. I could be wrong and it could have a spawn there, but I've never encountered it there.
So it's got to be a Pokemon that's around that area of the game.
Is that a guess?
Is it a Pokemon that you can get before the third gym?
Yes.
It's Plusle.
It is not.
Actually, no, because we were thinking it's more of a medium-sized.
Just for clarification, I don't know if it is medium-sized or small-sized. I don't physically know. I just know that it's not large.
Is it on that route where the May fight happens? Over on that thin route?
Are you talking about like where the bicycle thing is?
Yeah, over by the bicycle road.
I don't believe so. I off the top of my head, I'm gonna say no, but I will say that's a very warm location. Like you're getting warmer.
Okay, so then it's gonna be the route to the left of Mauville.
Is that a question?
No, that's me thinking to myself. Oh my, it's Volbeat.
It's Volbeat. Good job. It's Volbeat.
I don't like. I swear those bugs always slip my mind.
That's why I said it's gonna be a fun one because I was like, he's never gonna think of this. And like the route next to Mauville is the route that I always know that Volbeat and Illumise are at. I don't know if it spawns anywhere else.
No, it doesn't. That's the only route that it spawns in, and I believe, what was it? It's like a 1% encounter rate.
Wow.
In either Ruby or Sapphire, and it should be the other way with the other bug as well.
Talk about like the most obscure Pokemon.
No, that's actually 5% because Surse gets the 1% there.
That's insane, man. Hey, good job though. I mean, I thought that was a tough one, and getting to where you were at, like getting to the thought process, I thought was a really, really good like question line. I was just like, he's on the tip of it. He's like right there. You know what I mean though? I wouldn't classify Volbeat as like a large Pokemon. I think it'd be medium or small, you know? I didn't know the exact thing though.
That would be small, but as soon as I figured Gen 3, I was kind of thinking of like the bigger Pokemon.
Yeah.
And really, there's only like 3 Pokemon that would fit that classification, and one of them was orange.
I'm surprised that you didn't also think water first, because when people think Gen 3, they think water because of all the water. That's just a thought process that people always have.
That's kind of why I asked blue, because most water Pokemon have some sort of blue in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I figured with that, I'd be safer. And if you said this is a fun one, and as soon as I say I asked Gen 3, and you're like, yes, it's like kind of one of those things where it's like, I doubt it's going to be water. If it's a fun one, it's going to be one that I'm not going to think of.
Right, exactly.
And I was right. It was one that I didn't think of.
Exactly. Are you ready for your second try?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. I'm going to generate a new one.
All right.
Ooh. Okay. I like this one. This one's a real good one. All right, you may now begin.
Is the Pokemon in any of the Gen 1 through 3 games?
This Pokemon specifically, no.
Is the Pokemon red?
It is not red.
Does it have a regional form?
It does have a regional form.
Is the Pokemon a Generation 5 Mon?
It is not a Generation 5 Mon.
Does it evolve into like, I don't know if we're qualifying this one as well though, but does it evolve into a regional variant?
Like from a regular to a regional variant?
Yeah, like a Stantler to a Weirdeer.
Oh, okay, I got what you're saying. No, it evolves from its regional form to another regional form.
Is it a 3-stage evolution?
It is not a 3-stage evolution. I was gonna say, to clarify what you asked earlier too about it being 1 through 3. I said this specific Pokemon is not Gen 1 through 3. That doesn't mean that it isn't Gen 1 through 3. You know what I'm saying? Saying this specific thing did not make an appearance in the games Gen 1 through 3.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're trying to say. So the fact that you clarified that kind of means to lead me to suspect that it's either Gen 1 through 3. Is it Ninetales?
It is not Ninetales.
Is it Hisuian Electrode?
It is not Hisuian Electrode.
Is it a Hisuian form?
It is not a Hisuian form.
A Alolan form?
It is an Alolan form.
Did I say Sandslash already? I'm debating if I want to say that or Raticate first, but I'll go with Sandslash first.
Be more specific.
Is it the Alolan Sandslash?
It is. Good job. Good job. That one you got to it really quickly. Actually, that was half the number of questions, I think.
Yeah, I was
just
gonna
by
say
looking at the tallies.
you clarifying kind of narrowed it down. If you wouldn't have clarified, it probably would have taken me about the same amount of guesses, to be honest.
I felt like I didn't answer it correctly. Like I said, this specific Pokemon was not in Gen 1 through 3, but I think that would have led you to think that it's not a Gen 1 variant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I felt like it was only fair for me to be like, okay, it is this, but it's not. It was not in that game. You know what I mean? I felt like I needed to be very clear about that because my answer was a little bit vague. So I'm trying not to like trick people. I'm thinking I'll tell you I'm gonna probably have like an April Fool's one where I'm like completely like lying about every answer and making people guess forever.
Oh my god. So just literally just lie to them, and every time they get something right, it's like, nope, you're wrong. You're
Yeah,
getting
exactly.
colder.
I'll do the exact opposite of what the correct answer is.
Oh my god. No, you gotta do that. And you gotta do that with the person that would like rage the most with it.
Oh my god,
That would make it so, I'm sorry, that would just make it so entertaining.
It really, really would.
Make it into like a 3-hour segment.
Maybe if I get like Small Ant or like A Drive on here, maybe I could like prank them, you know?
Oh my god, do it. No.
Everyone like tag a Small Ant and A Drive and all those big PokeTubers and, you know, streamers and stuff like that. Let's get them on Sunyshore Station, y'all.
No, I could like honestly, I could see Smant coming in and actually just doing that. I literally could see that.
Dude, I would actually like physically like I would fangirl if I got the chance to sit down on a Discord call with him.
I honestly bet we can make that happen. To be honest, I honestly think we can make that happen.
Now who's pulling the April Fools now?
No, I'm actually serious. I think that we literally could make that happen.
Yeah, it depends if you guys share the podcast.
If we ask nicely,
that if we add them and say, bet you can't guess the Pokemon with yes and no questions.
Yes. You know what? We'll even sweeten the pot. We'll be like, yeah. If you get it right, we will gift you like 50 subs. If you can get it right within an hour, I will gift you 50 subs.
He can consider it charity and write it off because like this little Fus Ro DAB tiny little YouTuber is talking to him. He could be like, hey, look, charity work.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, wait, I could put this on my taxes?
Right? Write it off, man.
Oh,
that's funny. Guys, if you want to see something like that happen, share the podcast and be sure to check out ShiningBlue and myself, Fus Ro DAB, on YouTube. Hey, Blue, would you like to plug anything?
I'd honestly just say the YouTube channel. I have a Twitter, but I'm not very active on it. I'll post dog pictures sometimes. I guess if you like seeing pictures of cute dogs, you could follow me.
Dude, you just probably sold it for like at least 30 people out there, you know?
Well, I mean, who doesn't like a cute dog?
Haters.
I'm sorry, if you don't like dogs, please don't talk to me.
Right? Honestly. I hope you had fun. I had a great time. That was hilarious, especially with the Volbeat.
Oh my god, that Volbeat one was torture.
It really was. I told you it was a fun one, though. I mean, like...
It's like one of the most forgettable Pokemon of Gen 3, besides for like Solrock and Lunatone.
I want to let you know that the random Pokemon generator like defaulted to Urshifu on the first one. I was like, oh, that'd be cool. But then it went to Volbeat. I'm like, wow, underwhelming.
Let's go with the underwhelming one. It's perfect.
Right? You never will guess that. But I mean, Urshifu, you're going to be like, is it a legendary?
Honestly, it would have taken me longer for Urshifu than Volbeat.
That's fair, too, honestly. That or Cubfu. Like, you completely forget they exist if you haven't done the DLC, you know?
I forgot that's a thing.
But guys, I really hope you did enjoy this. If you did, please consider rating the podcast. Check us out on YouTube and our social medias. We do very much appreciate it. Any closing thoughts before we sign off?
Closing thought number 1, you guys should donate to Fus so we could buy more Charizard cards.
Oh my god, what a great idea.
Oh,
Let's
I
get
know.
like a dono train so I can just buy Charizard cards. somebody gift me a first edition Shadowless PSA 10, please.
Is that a challenge?
No, do not do that. Do not do that. I was 100% kidding. Those things are like $150,000.
How is that spelled?
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I can stop anytime I want, guys. I can stop buying Charizards anytime I want.
Nice try.
I hope you guys enjoyed Sunyshore Station's episode today. If you did, be sure to, like I said, rate the podcast, share it with a friend. We do very much appreciate it. I think that's about it from us, so we're going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you so much for listening. This has been Sunyshore Station. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Sunyshore Station.